Warpucks. So the other day I was checking out something, and every time you guys request something from a creator, I want to reach out to that creator. Now I make my own lore videos. In fact, a little bit later on, I plan on reopening the editor for the next 5-ish minute lore and working a little bit on that. Creation is an involved process. There's script writing. There's a lot of things that go along with this stuff. So whenever you guys ask me to check out a creator, I always like to reach out to them, because while some people might be okay with like a reactor checking out their things, some people are not. And I completely understand that. As somebody that has written a college thesis and recorded it screaming into a microphone until my voice literally collapsed, believe me, I can understand. If somebody wouldn't want that to be seen. Me personally, I wait the day that somebody like massive checks out Latara Sarin, because your boy would love it. Okay, I actually like to see people react to my lore videos. It's one of my favorite things to do when I see somebody new checking out a lore video. I like to go and check that out. And it's like one of the things. I still check out some of the first ever people to actually check out things on my channel, but not everybody's like that, and that's completely fine. It's their decision. No worries. I ran into SCP-40k, who is creator of every SCP MTF in a nutshell, while he was playing Black Wukong, and yeah, he was doing okay. I'll say he was doing okay. And once again, Black Wukong is a game I'm not going to play because my blood pressure. All things considered, consider it a win. I don't want to die early. But today we're going to be checking out every SCP MTF in a nutshell. Normal guy requested this. I probably mentioned that already. I don't know. My brain is hemorrhaged, you guys. You know this about me. Let's jump into it. Let's learn some stuff. Oh god, there we go.
For someone who actually loves 40k, to the part where he actually designed his VTuber model after it, the image on my chest, which shows the foundation, should tell you that I really love both SCP and 40k. And
nothing wrong with that. I'm in the same boat, really.
Will say this: they are amazing things to get into, and they're not that far apart from each other. Where Warhammer 40k worries about gothic horror or gothic, futuristic hellscapes, where SCPs are more of an Eldritch Age type of, horror.
I'm okay with that.
I should say. I'm stealing this from Bricky, pretty much just going back to back. I'm going to go briefly over every MTF, and I'm going to tell you right now that's going to be a little bit difficult because there are so many MTFs, and some are actually subgroups of MTFs, which is just insane. So yeah, let's start it out at the top with the one that I actually don't like at all, which is Alpha 1, or the Red Right Hand.
Kill it, little motherfuckers!
The Red Right Hand, or Alpha 1. The group of individuals that basically follow the strict orders of the O5 Council. These guys are basically the, right hand of the Foundation. Whatever the O5 say, goes. If they say to them, I don't like the fact that village actually knows about this anomaly, and since they have immunity to, our amnestics, so we can't really, brain wipe them. Yeah, I just want you to go over there and kill all of them.
Yeah, go ahead for it.
And they'll fucking do it. They won't.
Why would you put that sound effect in there? Seriously? Did you have to do that? Did you have to? I'm having flashbacks of Payday.
Don't even hesitate. They will just say, understood, and go do it. I will say that the ethics committee, who we're going to talk about later, kind of keep them in check to a degree, but still, the Red Right Hand are just oh my god.
Well. I leave for a day, and the Catholics are crusading, while the Nazis are invading.
And the righteous hand
Omega 1, also known as Law's Left Hand. The Ethics Committee's fucking hand of justice. These guys are the ones that the Ethics Committee have in their control and are basically the opposite to the red right hand. The Law Left Hand, or also known as the Blue Left Hand, keeps the power balanced. Basically, when, say again, like I said in the previous thing, if, say, the Red Right Hand was ordered to go eradicate a village because they don't really have any way of, you know, containing them or making sure that they all are, you know, forgetted, you know, given the forget me juice, and told to go eradicate them, the Blue Left Hand, or Law's Left Hand, basically are the ones that step in and actually will physically engage in combat, if they have to make sure that the Red Right Hand does not go through with it. Yeah, the Ethics Committee basically keeps those fuckers in check.
Never
Yay!
It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
Alpha 4,
Did you really have to put Blue's Clues in this?
also known as Pony Express. Basically a specialized MTF group that takes care of anything that has anything to do with postal services. Yeah, there's a literal branch for this. I'm not even joking, and I thought this was bullshit at first, but actually it makes sense because there are a lot of things that get shipped, especially with certain individuals and certain groups, like Serpent's Hand, and also I'm blanking here.
Are we cool yet? Hold on a second. Do you mind? That's my cat.
Oh my god, I could not speak. Basically, SCP black market dealer, auction type dealer.
Oh, Marshall Carter and Dark.
For a moment.
I do that.
Anyways.
I do that all the time. This is why I have to script everything as far as a lore video goes. Because when I script it out, I'm fine. But if you try to get me to talk off the cuff about it, my brain is going to do a backflip. Trying to remember all the stuff this jumbled mass. Because some people, it flows like a river. Mine flows like a sewage pipe at this point, and it's actually very horrible.
Basically, they are the guys that check, double check, and go undercover to make sure that everything that you get through the mail is not going to make you go either batshit fucking crazy or completely want to just rip your own face off. Which, now that I think about it, it's kind of both the same, but moving on.
Well, the thing about it is, they're failing at that because I still get bills. They make me want to rip my face off.
Who parked their car on my sandwich?
Oh dear god, this thing has such a bloody fucking history. Oh boy. For those that don't know, Alpha 9 is probably one of the newer MTFs, also known as Last Hope. Originally considered part of the Pandora's Box initiative.
No.
That's just a whole nother
That's a good idea.
Anyways, basically there are a bunch of SCPs that are actually being authorized to be used with them. I'm not going to go over that list because it's literally fucking 2 pages long. I'm looking at the wiki as I am doing this, and it is legit just 2 pages of just SCPs. But with that being said, there are some interesting other things with them. Basically, like I said, they are originally part of Pandora's Box initiative, but that was scrapped due to a incident we're going to talk about later.
An incident.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I'm loving the introduction lines.
The Cauterizers. Oh, fuck. These guys are basically...
That needs to go on the wiki, like, now.
The Spanish Inquisition on fucking steroids. If they have any idea that you are leaking information, they will hesitate to dox you and put you through immense psychological and physical interrogation to make sure you're not a spy for any other of the point of interest groups.
So, like the
There
IRS.
is a story. I am not joking when I say this. There is a story of a literal survivor of the Infinite IKEA coming out and literally going to the Foundation saying he is finally returned after so long and he needs to give a report to them. That the Cauterizers did a background check, found out that he was originally part of a group of interest, and literally just put him through the ringer, and he almost died of shock multiple times because he was put through interrogations before he was even able to give his fucking report back.
But
Like,
why?
Again, I say this with no grain of salt. They are basically the 40k Inquisition on fucking steroids. You know, the people that say
I press X to down on that. Like, you just haven't been meeting the right Inquisitors there, Space Marine.
hey, innocence proves nothing. Yeah, these guys make those dudes look fucking sane half the time.
I'm actually doubting that I know about the Bayou Boys.
The Bayou Boys, or Beta 2 as most people say, are a bunch of fucking rednecks.
Yay!
What, you were expecting something different? They're literally just a bunch of rednecks. I have nothing more to say. They're literally a group of individuals that were hired by the Foundation to literally do nothing but swamp and habitat surveillance. They're literally just a bunch of good old Southern boys and girls just kicking it down through Louisiana and throughout the entire swamplands of the United States and other countries just to keep everybody safe.
Yay!
Literally, I'm not joking when I say this. Imagine Florida Man, but as an MTF group. You know why I say this?
Yes!
Because it was reported that one of them actually, a captain of the fucking MTF, actually fucking gator rolled, death rolled 682. Yeah.
Please! I need Mr. Illustrated on this ASAP. I need Mr. Illustrated on this ASAP. I would love to hear the Bayou Boys get that gator.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to imagine that. That just sounds bad. I just don't know what I fucking think.
Castaways. We are castaways.
Beta 4, or Castaways. Basically a group of MTF agents that are very well skilled at basically going places that no one has come back from.
Oh, joy. We also would refer to this as MTF Sacrificial Lamb.
Yeah.
Or
pretty much.
MTF
These guys
D-Class.
basically, their entire shtick is, we know we're gonna go somewhere, we're probably not gonna come back for a very long time. So yeah, we're gonna make sure we survive as long as we possibly can, and if we don't, well, hey, make sure our family gets the welfare checks. There is no joke when I say that these people are literally suicidal. They don't care about coming back half the time, and
Yay.
the other half is insane. Literally, Castaways are by far one of the coolest groups because they don't mind not coming back. They just don't care if they come back. But hey, at least they're not as crazy as the fucking Mad Hatters.
Oh, it's gross, dude. Come on, Georgie, we all float down here.
The Mad Hatters, or the Mad Hatters as a lot of people like to call them, are a group of individuals, also known as Beta 7, that basically handle all of the waste and junk and everything else that the Foundation can't contain or get rid of safely. So they're
Okay.
the ones that basically have to go and do cleanup duty on everything. Oh, hey, 682 broke out? Well, call the Mad Hatters. We captured him. We need to get cleaned up. Hey, look at that. An entire forest has just been demolished by radioactive waste. Call the Mad Hatters. They'll take care of it.
She had the biggest abortion I've ever seen.
Literally, they are the cleanup crew of the Foundation, and they have never missed anything.
Okay.
They're the weirder ones, because there are some trade secrets that they won't release to anybody, not even the O5. Yet they are probably one of the coolest because at the same time, the O5, most of them don't have a fucking clue how they actually operate. Like, that's not me joking. Sometimes they actually do give them constant reports. The other time they say, hey, we're just gonna go do our jobs. And they let them. They do have access to some SCPs, but at the same time, they don't use them most of the time. It's one of those weird, I'm going to use this, don't bother me type deals.
Yeah, yeah?
Gamma 4 Blondebeard's crew. God damn it. Let's just get this out of the way. Blondebeard's crew is a 5-man crew on a spaceship that floats around Luna Base and basically make sure that and so that way nobody can get to. Let's move on. There's not much you can actually say about Blondebeards because not many people know about it.
Oh boy.
Gamma 4, the green stags. I know what you might be saying. Wait, there's 2 Gamma 4s? Well, yeah, because one's outer space and one's actual local. This is the Cryptid Zoology Division. Basically, the guys that want to study all cryptids that we can't capture.
I can bring him here for the Mothman. Like, I live in the West Virginia mountains. Like, bring on Green Stag at this point. They can chill out here, watch the deers eat corn, and find out if any of them are behaving a little bit weird. If you know, you know. And if you know, why haven't you had amnestics?
Due to the fact that we don't consider them anomalies, but we don't consider them not an anomaly. You know what I mean? So, when it comes down to it, they are probably one of the brightest and the best when it comes to actual capture methods. Shameless thirst break. Do you need the mindset for the grind set? Do you need to keep yourself awake and keep playing video games for longer periods of time? Then you should try W. W Energy is more or less a all-natural supplement that keeps you going for 12 hours. I've been using it for a very long while, and it keeps me going no matter what. The flavor is pretty good, and it can continuously keep you going for 12 hours with no jitters, no feeling of, you know, that usual feeling with energy drinks. And
look, if I'm not sitting there feeling like my heart's about to explode into my chest for at least 8 hours, it's just not worth it for me. I'm just saying. I am so heavily addicted to caffeine at this point that if I was taken off of it, there would be a massive crisis because they'd be making too much of the stuff, and we could legitimately use it as poison to wipe out half the ecology of the planet. Just because it's not going in me anymore. I'm just saying.
And no crash for the 12 hours. If you really want to try it, the shaker cup and samplers are only around $14. And the best part is if you use that discount code right there, which is SCP-40k at checkout, or hit the link in the description on my video, you can get 10% off your first purchase. And trust me, you'll like it. Me personally, I like Pushing Punch because it kind of tastes like a Glacier Cherry Gatorade, and it's so good. So again, that's w.gg, discount code SCP-40k at checkout for 10% off.
Well,
now,
there you go.
Back to the video.
Guys, we'll be in the description below if you're interested.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah,
we're good. But when it comes down to it, there are a macra of things that can actually happen. So when things go sideways, or we don't know how we should actually contain these creatures, we basically go in and ask, hey, can we ask you some information and how the fuck we're actually able to deal with this? Often, 9 times out of 10, they basically tell them how and why and how to, so we don't have to worry.
Gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
Were you expecting this? No, you weren't? Well, good. Because Gamma 5 is known as the Red Herrings, also one of the best groups and cover-up operationary groups.
Nice.
These are the guys that we call in when we need to make sure that no one knows what the fuck just happened and say, wasn't there a giant dinosaur there? No? Oh yeah, there wasn't.
You were confused.
Red Herrings are the guys that basically develop amnestics or amnestics to basically knock your brain a little lag. give you a short-term memory loss. The amount of amnestics that actually is used depends on the situation, and these are the guys that basically put the rules in place so that way nobody actually can, well, go against it.
Okay.
When it comes down to it, they are probably the best group when it comes to it, and one of the best when it comes to making sure you don't remember the bodies in the water. Speaking of
You don't recognize them either. At all.
water, we should probably talk about the deep.
No.
Feeders, I mean.
No.
Feeling we could have had it.
Also known as the deep feeders. These are the guys that basically are a splinter group of the original group known as the mole rats. After a couple of their agents decided that they were going to go over onto the water instead of messing the dirt, the mole rat group basically said, well, you might as well just make your own MTF, and here you go. These guys basically specialize in deep diving exploration and making sure that the creepy crawlies of the water stay as the creepy crawlies under the water.
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing that kind of concerns me about this whole business. We've explored, I think it's somewhere between 6 and 12% of the ocean. That's what we've explored. We've actually explored this. There's so many SCPs. And then we have all that area that we haven't explored yet. Guys, we're screwed. The mermaid people are real. They're coming, and they want white cheddar Cheetos. There are reasons behind this you don't need to know.
Well, we shouldn't be too dilly-dally because, well, the Messiah calls on us.
Are you still there? You are.
Gamma 13, also known as Asimov's Lawbringers. These guys are basically sole fucking purpose is to make sure that Anderson is caught. For those that don't know who Anderson is, he's actually a member of a group of interest known as the Anderson Robotics.
Oh, yeah.
More or less, these guys basically have dedicated their entire lives to getting Anderson. And this dude is not playing. Anderson can make multiple machinery, multiple machines. He's even created death bots.
Death bots, nice.
Also are very helpful when it comes to taking care of certain situations that have anything to do with mechanics or machinery in tow. More or less, when you need something that has circuits and also lives via, well, anything that has to do with technology, you want Asimov to make sure it is taken care of. Okay, I think we should end it right there for right now.
Okay.
This is part 1. I'll come out with other parts later because there is so many MTFs I have to go through, and editing all of this and once is going to take forever. So,
No, the
that
failing.
being said, thank you for watching, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and always remember.
I approve. I approve of that message. Warpugs, I desperately want the people that work with the cryptids to come out here, find the Mothman, or remove him from my doorstep, because he keeps on trying to ask me about my car's extended warranty, and I don't quite know what to tell him because I'm fed up with hearing his voice. That's just the tip of the iceberg. We also have the A's out here. And I don't know if there's a specific MTF dedicated to tracking down the A's, but they need to get on that. I'm just saying. And I don't care if they're not anomalous. I'm calling them anomalous and get me an MTF for them, okay? I'm just saying. Warpugs, that was SCP-40k, or 40k SCP. SCP-40k. I'm not as much of an idiot as I let on. The amount of MTS is just insane. I love some of the names of them though. But the absolute best one for me right now is definitely the ones that are going to help me find the Mothman, because I get tired of knocking on the second floor of my window. Guys, oh my god. I just got my box in for my own personal guilty pleasure when it comes to energy drink substitution. I'm just finishing off this because it was the last one there. I'm actually doing very well at putting these down. I'm actually doing very well at putting these down. And speaking of Bricky, this is Bricky's. I just got that in. I have decaf too for some damned reason. I don't know quite why. But links are going to be in the description below, guys. Check out the Patreon. Check out the merch store. All the other kind of stuff. Join the channel as a member. I'm going to duck out of here. Go cry in a corner for a little bit. Because, honestly, my cats won't stop yelling at each other. It is what it is. March on. Do well. War Pugs, I will see you guys next time. And I hope you have a good day.